Well, hey everyone, my name is Matt and I'm the Lawn Care Little Guy, and I'd just like to welcome you to my channel. And I'm just going to make a quick little video for you. And this video is for you guys that are out there just YouTubing like crazy, trying to figure out the answer to the one question that's on your mind all the time, and that's, should I start a lawn care business? Stay tuned after the intro and I will give you my thoughts on what it's like to start a new lawn care business. Okay guys, I can only imagine what might be going through your mind right now. It's like, should I do this? It's kind of risky, right? I've always wanted to start a business of my own, but I just didn't know what to do. I didn't know how to get started, just didn't even know what the first step was. Well, I want to let you know that those are all perfectly normal thoughts to be having, and I had those thoughts as well. But my story is my wife wanted to quit work and stay home with my son, and she had a pretty good job. So when she quit work, we had to make more money, we had to save a little bit more money, and it's not the easiest thing to do. You got to really be honest with yourself when you start a new business. And lawn care is one of the easiest businesses to get into, but it's also one of the highest turnover. And the reason why is because it's not easy to do. You're out there in the elements, you're out there in the heat. Maybe you're not a people person, and you don't enjoy that particular aspect of the business. You just wish you could go out there and mow. Well, there's all kinds of reasons to not do a business, but you can't listen to all those. You got to think about why you want to start a business and if it's right for you. For me, it was right, and I'm going on my 7th season now, and I'm still part-time, but I do that by choice. But the first season, it was hard. It was the hottest year that I can ever remember in Oklahoma City's history. Now, I didn't grow up in Oklahoma City. I came here in 2003, but we had 50 straight days of 100-degree weather. Now, some of you folks out there, if you're in Arizona and you're cutting grass or landscaping or something like that, you might be saying, well, that's not so bad, lawn care little guy. Well, here in Oklahoma, it is. The humidity's like crazy, and it was a terrible, terrible thing to feel going out there and dealing with those elements. So if you're the type that is sensitive to heat, your body just can't take it very well, you might at least consider getting some help, going into business with someone else or something. I don't know if that's good advice or not, but you got to kind of consider your options on that. But the bottom line on that one is, when you're working outside, you're going to expose yourself to a lot of different elements, and you have to determine whether or not you can even take that physically or not. So next to that, guys, it's, the business aspect of it, as far as keeping track of money, of what's coming in and what's going out. I'm a fan of keeping things simple, and that's what I did, and I'm still doing things really, really simple. I'm a sole proprietor. You don't have to be an LLC, but you do accept a lot of liability if you don't. So I'm still a sole proprietor because I work by myself. I don't have any employees whatsoever, and I just decided in my heart that I accept the risk of anything that happens in my business. I know, you seasoned folks, I know what you're saying. You're saying you really need to be an LLC, and honestly, that is probably the best way to go. But I did not. So that's all I got to say about that. It makes my taxes a whole lot easier, and keeping track of the business is a whole lot easier accounting-wise, but you do accept some liability in that. But this is not a video to talk about all the ins and outs of a lawn care business. It's just to let you know kind of what it might be like. And it's not easy, guys. It's just not easy. And the reason why I wanted to make this video is because, as you can see, my mowers back here, I got mowers, I got sprayers, I got weed eaters. I don't know if you can see over here, but I got gas cans hanging all over the place. I got cabinets, and man, you should see the workbench back here. It's just terrible. And because I run my business out of my home. Now, if you're a first-year startup and you're not planning on going like crazy or not, or you don't know if you're even going to like it, you're probably going to be running out of your garage. So get used to your garage being completely nasty most of the time. Not being able to park your cars in there, because I keep my lawn care trailer in here. I store it during the winter, and it's snowing out there right now, so I don't have my lawn care trailer. But I keep it in my garage, and I just lost my garage. So that's kind of tough to deal with, when you're getting kids' bikes out and things like that, and you got to work it around your lawn care, and there's just grass everywhere. I got a storm shelter, so my storm shelter is always filled with grass, and it's just kind of like, why can't I have my own space? But you're just not ready to make that move, So yeah, get used to a dirty garage. That's another thing. So the elements, the business, keeping track of money, what's going in, going out, and also you're probably going to be running out of your garage, and it's going to be just nasty the whole time. Now, what I was thinking about was I was doing mower maintenance, because around here it's February, right? And I I'd be spraying ordinarily, but we got snow out there, so I can't spray. So I decided to catch up on my mower maintenance. And I'm not the best at it, but I do try to do it. I try to change the oil once or twice a year or so, check the belts, you know, cables, that type of stuff. I got a larger walk-behind mower over here, and it's got grease zerts, and I just kind of stumbled across it, and I'm like, I'm greasing this thing up, and there's no grease zert in there. When did that happen? Stuff just breaks. Things just happen, you know? So you're going to go through these different types of mower maintenance, and for me, I got 1, 2, 3 mowers. I've got, well, I got more up there that I don't use, but I got 1 weed eater, I got 1 edger, I got a blower, I got hedge trimmers, I got a hedge trimmer articulating edge, I got all these different attachments, I got gas cans, I got spray equipment, a backpack sprayer, I got 2 backpack sprayers, and I've also got this 13-gallon sprayer over here. And guess what, guys? These things break, and that costs money. Now, I wouldn't do this if I didn't make money, but you got to kind of get used to the idea of spending money. I'm not saying go out and take a loan. I'm not saying go out there and spend a whole bunch of money that you don't have. That's not what I'm saying at all. But what's something you need to know is that starting a business is going to cost you some money, and it cost me some money. But what I did when I started my business is I leveraged what I had to get, or I leveraged what I have to get what I need. So I didn't say that perfectly, but this mower over here, when I bought it brand new, it was $4,000. I didn't have $4,000. I hadn't made I think that my whole first year, I think I made like $8,000. And that's before taxes. So I didn't have $4,000, but I needed a wide area mower because I was mowing some larger lawns and was just kicking my butt. Because remember, I was working 100-degree weather with a 21-inch mower. When the grass is overgrown, 21-inch mower ain't gonna work. You need something a little bit more powerful. So what I did was I had this old classic Mustang, and it was just sitting in my garage. I wasn't doing anything with it. As a matter of fact, I tore the engine out of it. I was in the middle of rebuilding it and all that type of stuff, and I wasn't doing anything with it. So what I said, some of you guys might be like, Matt, tell me you didn't do it. Tell me you didn't do it. Well, I did it, guys. I sold that thing, and I bought this mower. I bought this mower. So I used what I had already, or I leverage the things that I had to get the things that I needed for my business, because it just comes down to priorities. And that's some tough decisions you're going to make. And it's going to really make you question, do I really want to start this business? Now, this isn't a discouragement to you. I hope this is an encouragement to you to let you know that you can do it. You can do this, okay? But you just have to consider what's available to you and how you can make this dream of yours happen. Because it doesn't have to be a dream. It can be a reality, just like it was for me. So yeah, so this year, I put wheels on this one. I tune everything up. Let's see here, what else did I do? I'm buying some attachments because you'll lose things. I lost my little side discharge shooter, my mulch plug on that thing. Though that's like 50 bucks or so. The wheels were about $100 for wheels on that thing. Can you believe that? Let's see here. Gosh, tune-up kits, I said that. Oil changes, and you know what, guys, these mowers are heavy, and not all of them have drain plugs. Almost none of them do, unless you have a larger commercial piece of equipment. But a lot of them, you have to tip that mower over. Is that really what you want to do, to change the oil? Well, I got a little system, and I got an old video that shows it about how I can change oil using just a 2-liter cap and a hose stuck down in there and a shop vac, and that's how I change my oil. So you have to go check out that video. Maybe I'll put it up top, or I don't know, I'll do something with it, but maybe I'll link it. I'll link it in the description. So go look at that video, see how I change my oil. Your blades got to be sharpened. That takes time. So while I was changing oil, while I was doing that type of stuff, letting them run to get it hot and that type of stuff, I'm over here sharpening blades. You know, so it takes time also for maintenance, not just money, but also time. So you can say, well, it only takes me about 30 minutes or so to mow that lawn, and then I'm just going to get off and I'm going to go home. Well, that's true. But if you don't make time to do some maintenance, then you're going to have some dull blades. You're going to have really bad cut quality, things of that nature. And there's kind of almost like weekly maintenance. Sometimes for some people, daily maintenance to sharpen these blades, or blow out the air filter, that type of stuff, because you get grass and dust all up in those things. You got to take some time to do that. Taking time to get organized, to plan your routes. It takes time. There's a lot of time investment. So my first year, I only had, let's see here, I can't remember if it was 8 lawns. I think it was 8 lawns. And I worked all the time on those 8 lawns. Part of it because I wasn't equipped, and part of it was just because it was a learning curve, and I had to be patient with myself. And trust me, guys, I was definitely tempted to give up. I was definitely tempted to give up because I was like, is this really even worth it? And at the end of the year, I'm like, man, I just didn't make that much money. But you know what? If you press on, you start evaluating, hey, what could I have done better? You know, what worked, what didn't work? I stopped doing what didn't work and I started doing what does work. And then year by year, you get a little better. You kind of upgrade your equipment a little bit. You know, my first year I was borrowing my dad's truck and I was borrowing a coworker's trailer. I didn't even have a way to move my mowers around because I had this little Mazda 3. So I just made a list. These are the things I need. And I encourage you guys to be independent. Don't use other people's things if you don't have to, okay? Use them while you can, but make it a priority of yours to get independent so that you can feel good about what you're doing. You can say, this is all mine. Not to say that you do it all by yourself, because we all need help. From time to time, we all need help. I still get some calls from lawn care guys saying, hey, Matt, you got a few minutes today to come over here and maybe help me catch up or whatnot? Sometimes I can do it, sometimes I can't do it. But there's a community out there that'll help you out if you reach out, and that's probably why you're watching this video. But anyways, guys, I don't really want to make this video too much longer, but I just want to let you guys know that if you want to start a lawn care business, if you're kind of passionate about making, you know, the grass look great in your own yard and you think you might be able to do it for someone else, you can do it, guys. You can do it. I did it. But I want to let you know it's not going to be easy. It's an easy business to get into because all you pretty much need is a 21-inch mower, a weed eater. I suggest a trash can and a blower. Blower was actually my first purchase. I was using the stuff I use for my own house. A Polon curved shaft trimmer, and I was using a Troy-Bilt front-wheel drive self-propelled mower that was 7 years old. I had no trash can. I had to buy a trash can. And then it only took me one day with sweeping off the sidewalks on an overgrown lawn to realize this ain't gonna work. So I went out and spent 150 bucks on a blower in faith, because I didn't know how my business was gonna go out. It was my very first lawn, and I didn't even get paid for it. Because I was like, well, it's the end of the day, I ain't doing nothing else. Hey, I'll mow your lawn for free. What do you know, they hired me. So anyways, that's pretty much it, guys. I just want to encourage you guys. You guys can do this. It's hard, but for those of you that really do have a passion for lawn care, just don't give up. Don't give up. Don't give up. You can do it in 2021. I'm telling you, you can do it in 2021. There's money to be made out there. The market is not saturated. Yes, there's a lot of lawn care guys, but I'm telling you, they get hired and fired all the time, unless you're a good guy. If you're one of the good ones, you'll have customers for life and you won't have to worry about that income stream. Trust me on this, okay? Trust me on this. That's the way it worked out for me, and that's the testimony of many, many lawn care guys before me. Guys have been doing this for decades. So, I'm guessing it's not going to change in 2021. So get out there, get that grass grind on, and yeah, make it happen, guys. You can do it. You can do it. Feel free to reach out to me or any one of us, guys. In my experience, we're all willing to help as much as we possibly can, and we've all got something unique to bring to you. So I hope that's helpful for you guys. I hope it's encouraging for you guys, and I just want to leave you with two things. I've said it, and I said it again because you can't hear it enough. You can do this. You can do this, okay? And also, pray for me. You know I'm praying for you. Let me know if there's any way I can help you. Lord bless, guys.